Do we re-engineer the system? Let's look for the solutions now, because there are many other issues that are coming through, and Shiko has mentioned one about choices. We have almost what Misare was saying, that we are given an either or. But you are saying that we form 70% of the population, therefore we can bring in the third alternative, right? But what is stopping people from doing that?
The first thing I want to say on the either and or is that we've always known that a coin has two sides. I believe a coin has three sides. We have the head, the tail, and the rolling side. When you drop a coin, it's the rolling side that determines how far the coin goes. We need to look at that perspective. On the issue of the privilege, I want to tell my friend, privilege is not about having money or having guaranteed meals. I use myself as an example, or as a village boy who's walked through the path, through my bad and good choices to get to where I am. Privilege is about understanding your currencies. Simple as that. When you understand your currencies, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving what you want. Rich people, the currency for rich people is money. They can buy anything that they want, including the young people and everything, and they go vote for them, regardless of their character and everything. For the young people, the first thing, especially for people, when we sit on this table, our currency, the first one is our vision. The first is then we have our youthfulness, our exposure, our ability to relate with the 21st century dynamics, so that we are able to create 21st century solutions for 21st century problems. We have people who are bringing solutions, but the solutions, you cannot solve 21st century problems using 19th century solutions. They are good. When they insist on things like agriculture, yes, it's good. But are we moving beyond what we've always done? And that's why we need to now think of new ways. For example, I run a movement called the United for Kenya movement. This is a movement of young people. And as a person, I always use myself as an example, because if I can do it, I believe anyone can, because it's about the choices. At the end of the day, like in that movement, my objective is to mobilize young people from all over the country, regardless of party, tribe, and all that stuff, so that if we have 200 young visionary parliamentarians from all over the country, and we come together and we mobilize with or without resources, and we are able, if Nerima is contesting, she has an event, we mobilize ourselves and we go there and support her. If out of 200, if we just get 20 young parliamentarians from that group, and then now these people are moving from, they have some space from where they can negotiate, we keep this bond. By the next election, the 20 will create space for another 40 to get in. So I'm trying to create a revolving circle. Okay. In my capacity, I'm bringing together young people to contest for political office, because we have talked. I've been an activist since I was in campus with Amnesty International and other NGOs and youth-based organizations. But talking is not enough.
All right.
When I tell you I'm using myself as an example, I'm doing it. When I go to the ground, I'm talking to the people. People are ready for change. But as a country, we are in a situation where Kenyan voters, I equate them to, like, respectfully, a woman in an abusive relationship or a man in an abusive relationship. You discover that this person is pressed so much, is going through a lot, they know they're at a wrong place. But because they don't have an alternative, and we also talk of the fear of the unknown, they stay there until a viable alternative comes. Now, we are the viable alternatives. That's why we need to do differently.
Yeah.
We can't be here talking about change and we go out there and tell people I must be no ODM. Butula is predominantly ODM and ANC, that I must be no ODM. Those are some of the myths that we are trying to deconstruct as young people. So when we come here, we need to tell our fellow young people that you don't need to be in ODM for you to get a seat in Nyanza. You don't need to be in ANC for you to get a seat in Kakamega. But I know the reality is that it's hard.
Yeah.
But I also know people who've made it without those party affiliations. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's about us stepping out there and reminding these young people, and we demonstrate that we can do it. Because when you come to television, you're telling someone who has no money in the village to contest for an MCA, and you're telling him he must do this because this is how we do it. You are discouraging them. Okay. You need to demonstrate that I'm doing it, and they can see it, and we can do it. Okay. Even if for me, I'm an extreme optimist to a level where 1% is enough. As long as there's a chance. I call it giving chance a chance.